This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Allegedly, Rosen is having a great camp. If Rosen wins the starting job, what do the Finns do? It would be a positive problem. First of all, Call of Duty 1, I don't think he can win the starting job. I think that's Fitzpatrick's all the way. What he could do is earn the backup job, and Tua be the third guy. Okay, and let me talk a little bit more about this, because there's so much analyzing about what Tua's doing in the first 3 days and how good, and and the coach. We read you the comments yesterday. He's had good throws, he's had bad throws, good decisions, bad decisions. Like any rookie and all of that. Austin Jackson's playing behind a guy that he's better than the guy. Okay, than Julian Davenport. I don't think people have realized this already. They don't just hand the job to you in Miami. It doesn't matter who you are. You got to prove it. And the moment they give you a shot, you then have to shine. Like, there is no X right now. So Noah gets an opportunity to shine. And he's doing it. So now he's going to get more playing time. Raekwon McMillan is not starting, but he's actually playing well enough that they say, well, maybe he could give Godchow a little run for his money. Or maybe they make it an even three-man rotation. You never know. They will give you an opportunity, i.e. Rosen, but you got to take advantage of it, i.e. Preston Williams. Get it? So let's take a step back while we're watching Tua develop, and let's not hurry the process up. I think we got a group of people that actually know what the hell they're doing. And they're not playing politics, and they're not trying to justify a pick or justify a free agent pickup or signing. They actually coach all their players up, and then the guy that responds is the guy that plays. Okay? That's why right now on the offensive line, Solomon Kinley is ahead of Robert Hunt. And Solomon Kinley was picked after Robert Hunt. But they don't care. They don't care if they picked you up in the CFL. They don't care if they picked you up in street free agency like Preston Williams. They don't care if it's Nick Needham. They don't care. And I love that, bro. Jimmy was like that. Jimmy Johnson was totally like that. If the draft pick didn't work out and he had another guy who was playing better, he didn't care where he got Oronde Gadsden from or Mark Dixon. He was going to play him. And that's what you guys have, some of you out there, you got to slow down, okay? Tua will be your starter, but it's not going to happen overnight. And it's not going to happen overnight on a team that everybody's still trying to find themselves, that all the roles have not been figured out, especially on the offensive line. And here's a guy, like, I'll give you an example. When Marino stepped in, he stepped into a ready-made team already. So, yeah, Marino was special. We all know that. But he also already had guys around him that were experienced. You know, whether it was Nat Moore, whether it was Tony Nathan, whatever, you name it, he experienced offensive linemen. He had more talent around him that was experienced. Duper and Clayton were kind of young in the process. But still, overall, the team was a veteran team and established. A culture that was established for years already. A coach that already had it all established. So the foundation was a lot better for Marino to succeed. Okay? I'm not trying to take anything away from Marino. I'm just trying to explain that right now, where Miami is at the Dolphins, compared to where the Dolphins were in '85 when they brought on Marino, it's two different worlds. Okay? You're talking about a perennial playoff team that Marino was stepping into with established players already, and now Tua is stepping into a team that everybody's as young as him or close to it. And so it's really hard without the experience to help everybody really excel. Understand? That's why when Rosen couldn't do the job last year, Fitz stepped back in and was able to help develop Isaiah Ford and Gesicki and Devontae Parker and Preston Williams. All of these players played better because they had an experienced quarterback there. The offensive line was terrible, but the offensive line was helped by an experienced quarterback that probably helped them play slightly better than they would have, even as bad as they were. All of these elements, you've added a new offensive coordinator now. So it's not like an established offensive coordinator. All of these things, it's a challenge. You've had multiple offensive line coaches in the first year. You just don't overcome this stuff like this. I'm sorry. It's a whole different ballgame, and we must be patient. But you also, I think, have to trust. And again, it's kind of an understanding. People didn't understand why or how they were building the team last year, remember? And they thought it was tanking, and it wasn't tanking. I just gave you the example of Yannick Ngakoue. It starts again. You got silly Dolphin fans, maybe even some reporters, I don't know. And they're like, oh, well, Miami should go after Ngakoue. Miami's linked to Ngakoue. No, they're not. If you understand what they're doing, they're not going to give up a bunch of picks and a giant salary for a player when they don't need him right now. It's not what you need right now. So you have to understand what they're doing and how they're developing this team right now. And this quarterback is the way they develop everybody else. So it'll take Tua a little time to kind of figure everything out. But the kid has to figure out, the offensive line has to figure out their way. You got to get Preston Williams back to 100%, right? I mean, things have to fall into place. The running game, you got 2 new backs. All of this has got to work out. Time, folks, time. Let's give them some time, okay? So I'm glad Call of Duty 1, you brought that up, because I think it's something that needs to be said, and I think people need to realize where the Dolphins are at, and it's just not as simple as everybody makes it out to be. I get it. We want instant gratification. That's not the case. It takes some time.